Alright, this is TruthSeekers, and we just did the walkthrough of the Furtell house. We're going to come back January 7th, and we're going to do the full investigation. This house was built in 1836. It's been through the siege, and they've seen experiences here. They've heard noises, such as the caves in the back. There used to be an iron pool down there. They've seen a full body apparition walk down there. So we're going to come in, and we're going to check it out and see what we can come up with. We'll go ahead and try to get some baseline readings. We're going to use the K2 and see in some areas of the house if it gets set off. So whenever we come on the investigation, if it's going crazy, we know it's nothing electrical.
Now, the porch, original to the house, and one of the stories is they put the children's toys in one column and they put the family silver in the other.
Okay.
When they got back, the silver was gone, but the children's toys had been put back in place. And the reason they know they were put back, obviously they put different order. I don't know which column is which, but there they are. Potentially, one of the toys that was hidden there was a slingshot, and that up at the courthouse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
They all have Captain Furtell's cigar case, and they have photographs from the Union officers who, at the end of the siege, came up. It says headquarters, but the history also indicates the roof had gotten, much of the roof was gone, the windows were gone, things like that. I don't know how much, but I guess shelter was shelter at that point.
Right.
They also used the property at that time. The victims of the typhoid were here. When the Union came in and seized the property, the family was told, you cannot stay in the cave. You have to go. They went to the plantation. They came back. Apparently the captain had made it back by then, because the next record that I have currently shows that Mrs. Furtell's father, who originally was the architect for this house and anchors to Windward, which is further down the way, and designer of the cave, he, Captain Furtell, and 7 of her 9 children, though there's a discrepancy in the number there, died of typhoid. So the only 2 people left from the family were 3 people, were Mrs. Furtell and 2 daughters. And then one of the daughters married a young man from Vicksburg. Now, when Furtell sold the house, finally after all the years, they gave a few of their items to the courthouse. So they have, for instance, Mrs. Furtell's funeral announcement. As I was saying, they have these pictures that the Union officers who were up here, who obviously made friends with the Furtells, they'd taken pictures down in Vicksburg. They gave those pictures. So you never know. That section and what is now the library were added by the doctor. Dr. Moore. He was an orthopedist of some sort, but he built an iron swimming pool, and some of the current residents of Vicksburg can remember going down and swimming in it and seeing it. But he built an iron swimming pool down there, and there's the leftovers of the ramp that the ambulances used to bring the polio patients up here so they could swim. So, and he added the bedroom and the library. the original bricks, actually, the family that owned this before the people we got home from were contractors here in the city. They were tearing up the brick from Washington. And they got down there and they said, the brick's perfectly good. They were, you know, and the contractor said, well, leave them. And they said, no, our job is to take it up. He said, fine. So these were the original bricks from Washington Street.
Nice.
So these, anything you see outside pretty much, it's a heavier, much heavier brick.
Nice.
Here is where the cannonball was lodged. So you see, this was siding added by 2 owners ago. But there's the original back end of the house. The cannonball was there.
Wow.
It was there until the last owners, the change of hands between us and the last owners, and it disappeared at that point. You know, they're potentially right back here, and there should be 2 entrances. According to there's 2 entrances, so if one gets shut, they could get out. Yeah. All right. So we have somewhere between here and there. They're entrance. We have, but we don't know anything else. Open it when we have the checkers to do so, and, you know, there.
There's no telling how much dirt over the years just washed down over the entrance.
This is true, except it's only been 20, maybe 40 years. So that,
Oh, okay.
okay, since the entrance was closed.
Okay.
So I have a question though. Is this is there actual paranormal activity that's been?
Don't know.
We don't know.
Don't know.
Did
This is the first
Did
investigation.
the homeowner call you?
Yes.
So there is some type of warranted investigation.
Basically, it's the history. She has never witnessed anything at this place. And basically the history, and I'm sure it is something there. Because the place has been there ever since the Civil War. It was built during the Civil War. It's got cannonball holes in it, and grape shot. And 2 of the caves, there's actually 2 caves in the on the side of the house where people were, they
Will
used
we
to
get
run
to
and
see
hide.
that too?
No, we haven't dug them up yet.
You have to dig them up.
That's why they brought metal detectors. we're not going to dig that up tonight, but we are going to find them. You know, this won't be the first investigation.
Yeah, that needs to be a daytime job.
Exactly.
Is this a new owner of the house that's just kind of interested
Yeah.
in
Remodeling, so, and that's a good thing they're
I
remodeling.
was just saying, if they're remodeling, that brings activity more.
Also, it's a full moon tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
I'm Trent Lewis, and I'm with Spars Paranormal, and this is
David Childers with TruthSeekers Paranormal Research and Investigations. We're here at the Furtell house in Vicksburg, Mississippi on Fort Hill. We're about to go into this house and do a full investigation. We have a total of 15 people on the group. We're going to basically pull out all the stops we can. As you can see, Trent Lewis is here, and Spars is going to help us out using some trigger objects. This house was built in 1827. It's got heavy damage to it, such as gunfire and cannonball fire. Some of these the columns back here, they were actually, back in the day, they kept a lot of their jewelry and a lot of their possessions in there, so whenever Confederate Union would come in, if they wanted to try to rob the place, they couldn't find it. This is going to be a great investigation, and keep an eye on our website and you'll see the outcome and evidence.
Sitting here as well. It has pretty lights on it. Can you make some of those lights show up for us? All you have to do is step close to it and they'll come up. They won't hurt you at all.
Come on, talk to us. We know you're here.
Is there any members of the Furtell house here with us right now?
I was really impressed with the Furtell house because it doesn't really feel, the atmosphere doesn't feel like a whole lot, except for one bedroom, and that one bedroom we didn't get a lot of information in. But in the dining area in there, we had a fantastic flashlight session that would not light up any K2 meters. I'm anxious to check out the EVPs. I actually had an experience where I actually heard a physical voice, and it reiterated on the flashlight when we asked what it is. That spoke to me, that lit up the flashlight. I'm anxious to check out the EVPs, and I think it was overall a really great experience for the time I was here, so I hope we get a lot of information from it.
All right.
Flash.
Could you turn it off for 5 seconds and then turn it back on? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Thank you.
You like this song? Let us know. Give us a sign that you like this song.
There's a light.
That light just cut on?
No, flashlight.
Oh, okay.
Your thing just blinked.
Yeah, your thing just went off.
Mine did?
Yeah,
It's working now.
That was in.
It happened right when the music went on.
Does that mean you want us to cut the music back on?
Cleared throat.
If you want us to cut the music back on, would you light the device up to the red, please? If you don't want the music back on, would you light it to the yellow, please?
No more music.
Alright, this is TruthSeekers and Spars. We just finished the investigation here at the Furtell house. We had a lot of crazy stuff going on, some great evidence, such as EVPs that we have heard with our ears, disembodied voices. Also, just weird, just apparitions showing up, shadow figures. Yeah, we had a great time with this investigation, and keep an eye on the website, TruthSeekersParanormal.net. We will be posting EVPs and video real soon. Thank you for watching.
This whole area was occupied by the Confederates during the Battle of Vicksburg and held until the end of the battle, the end of the siege, and then it was occupied by Union forces who made this a headquarters, and they encamped all on these grounds that are directly in front of me. And what we do with the Confederate uniform that I'm wearing is we use this as a trigger object, and also the drum that I am carrying right here is also used as a trigger object. Matter of fact, earlier this evening we were using the drum out here, and we had a little bit of stuff happen outside while we were playing it, which was very, very awesome, and everybody got to witness it out here. It was really neat. And inside the house too, we had some questions being asked and pertaining to what I'm doing here tonight, and pertaining to the Battle of Vicksburg that raged around this house. And we were getting some really good K2 hits off of it, and some personal experiences with noises and voices and whatnot. But overall, it's been a great investigation tonight, and I'm glad that TruthSeekers has invited Spars out here. It's always a pleasure to work with them. They're a great team, and if you ever need anything out there at all to do with the paranormal, please definitely let TruthSeekers Paranormal be your first call.
And if we're not available at that time, you can always contact Spars. They're a great team. We love working with them as well. And their website is going to be sparsparanormal.com, and ours is truthseekersparanormal.net. Like Trent was saying, we had some pretty cool experiences, such as shadow people outside on this property. We're just out here talking. We hear loud bang. It sounds like somebody maybe getting a trash can and just slamming it on the concrete. Go over there, nothing's been moved. No animals around, nothing. Disembodied voices that we've heard with our own ears. Heck, even just crazy stuff on the DVR system, shadows everywhere, So this place right here is definitely has some paranormal activity to it, and I can't wait to go over the EVPs.
Oh, awesome! I can't either. It's going to be amazing with all the hits and stuff that we got in there. It was just out of this world. As you can see behind me too, these are actual bullet holes here of mini balls and grape shot that riddled the house during the Battle of Vicksburg, because you had the Union ironclads out on the Mississippi River just shelling and pounding this city, and this right here was one of the big targets, the Furtell house, of the Battle of Vicksburg. And there's evidence all around these hills, this house, of all the shelling that took place. So there's definitely something here, and it showed its presence tonight for sure. But we were happy to be out here and investigate, and like I said, it's been a pleasure, and we can't wait to do it the next time, and we hope you have enjoyed viewing this tonight. And please keep watching the YouTube videos of TruthSeekers and Spars, and if you need any of us, please call us and we will be there.
Thank y'all so much from TruthSeekers and Spars.